Former Finance Minister Winston Jordan has warned that short-term solutions, such as one-off cash grants, will not address the root cause of poverty in Guyana. In a recent interview on Facing the Nation program with host Marvin Williams, the former Finance Minister said a one-off cash grant is not the solution.
Let us make a general statement. Short-term interventions are for short-term problems. Temporary interventions are for problems that you perceive to be temporary as a result of some malformation, some structural defect or something that will quickly overcome itself. Mm-hmm. But the issue of poverty will not be solved by short-term interventions. The issue of poverty, and at 48%, because we didn't see any number different than 48%.
There is a number that's different. It's 53%.
It's 53. I saw the 53, but I'm being generous.
Yes.
I'm being generous. I'm giving the 48. Okay? 48% poverty cannot be solved by a one-off cash grant.
He added that the increases in the income tax threshold and old age pension are temporary fixes, as he said it calls for policy changes.
So you see, all these short-term things, while recognizable, and perhaps while needed as temporary relief, poverty has to be solved ultimately by long-term policies, by structural reorientation of the economy, by the creation of permanent jobs of high income, by substantial and measurable improvement in areas of education, health, and so on, by equitable distribution of resources, income, and so forth.
Jordan said the impact of the $5 billion initially allocated by the government to address the increased cost of living was never audited by the Office of the Auditor General.
And the Auditor General, I will attack that place for any length of time. He has never audited the $5 billion to show us exactly how that $5 billion was spent. And it's an omnibus item. It's covering all kinds of things. Then it increased to $7 billion. Now here's the contradiction for this year. It is the government who is saying that inflation will decline from 2.9% to 2.8%. Mm-hmm. That is their figures.
Yep.
But they are then saying
the cost of
living measures that they are adjusting for will rise from 7 billion to 9 billion. And there are all these contradictions in the budget, because that comes about because it is not structured. It's a hodgepodge. It's something, somebody says something, and you put it down there. Somebody call you, Ashley, listen, we want so, you put it in. But it doesn't weave. It's not the tailored Savile Row suit.
The former APNU AFC Finance Minister said it comes back to the same thing the government has been doing since 2020.